Little bit of a local walk today. It's just I'm going to do a quick bit of filming. I'm walking through some awfully potholy bit of things. A road on near the carriage drive, near the main road, so it's quite bumpy. So I'll turn the camera around, and there's where we're walking. There's where we come from, the Musgrave Road. There's the A66, and we're walking along there. We're going to do a basic local loop walk, just to get me some walking, because I haven't done any for a couple of weeks. We're going out tonight to the Hootabilly at Crosby Garrett, so thought I better do something. I've been messing on this morning, sharpening my chainsaw and doing a bit of cutting some wood and whatnot, seeing how things go. So it's a case of putting time in now, and a local walk should just get me some fitness. That's a bit, it's very dry, the road, at least it's dry, this road along the carriage drive before we go up all the way down to Helbeck. So it's easy walking, well grown up with nettles on the other side, and a lot of traffic on that road, so we've got to try and cross that in a minute, but that'll be up shortly. Coming to the end of the carriage drive bit now, the first part of the carriage drive, so I've got this rather busy road to cross now, the A66. So I'll have to box clever here. There's a lot of traffic about. Oh, I'll get across that first bit alright. And if I look up there, there's no coming. So yeah, the camera might be joking about a bit, but I've got to be quick and get down to it. So there we go. That's the A66 crossed. And then we start the second bit of carriage drive up onto the Helbeck land, over this overgrown cattle grid, and heading up towards Helbeck. So it'll be starting to climb shortly. I'm looking at fields over on my left there that I used to work on, oh god, 50 years ago, tatey picking and such like that. I was driving the tractors and going along behind the machine, so the taters would drop into the spout. It was alright. A bit better than mucking out cow buyers, which I seem to do quite a bit. But it didn't last that long. I finished in early August '76 and moved on to pastures new. So there we go, there's the Fox Tower. Helbeck Road looking very lush at the moment. So here I am up at the top of the Helbeck Quarry area. That you can see the flag behind me. I'm not going past the flag, I'm going down into the wood, through the wood, and then up the other side onto the Middleton Teesdale to Brough Road. So it should take me a bit of scrambling now because it's in that wood, it's a bit rough. In fact, I'm going to turn the map. That's where I've just come past the quarry. I've got to go down through that lot. There's the road that goes up there. Two young lads have gone up there, and I'm glad they didn't come down here because they would have thought I was following them, but no, I'm not. I'm just trying to complete a circular walk. So yeah, the drizzle started, so I think looks like I'm heading for the trees at the right time, but I've got to go down through there, down into the bottom, and out the other side across a new bridge. A couple of new bridges, in fact. Okay, I'll better head on. Couldn't resist a bit of filming as I'm going. So this is exactly what I've got to walk through, down into Helbeck Wood. Luckily, there is the semblance of a path, in so much as the bracken's got a bit of a holler in between it. But I don't think many people come down here now. God, it's getting deep now. It's higher than me nearly here. So it's not a commonly used path, I would think, anymore. And Christ, it's rough in here. I just hope there's no ticks attached themselves to me as I get through here and get out of the growth. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to stop once I get out of the bracken, just give myself a quick check over, make sure there's no ticks on it. So yeah, I'm heading, that's it, I've got out of the roughest bit of bracken now. Just a quick look back, there we go, up into there. So we're heading down here. I'm just going to give a quick check over, just to check I've got no ticks before I descend into the valley bottom. A little bit further down, I'm now come out of the dense bracken into a tree canopy, down the hill towards the beck. So, different environment. but it's pretty dense down here because it's in the middle of summer. I don't often do this walk in July, so it's rather darker than I usually used to it, but I'll know where to go and find the bridges. So I'm just going to cross that tree, fallen tree across the area. Actually the path's very slippery, so I have to be very careful. There's a lot of drizzle and that about today. It's a bit of a dank day. Not good for sitting about at home, not good for going for a walk. But I'd rather do the walking. So anyway, I'm taking short steps so I don't slip on these paths. Because as you can see, there's a bit of a drop off there. So anyway, I'm heading to the bottom. So I shall carry on and I'll video when I'm out the other side. Here we're coming to the first bridge. A bit of a clearance. At last, a bit of daylight above us. So there we go. And heading into the second part of the walk across the bridge. There's not a lot of water in the beck. I think I took a video earlier on in the year, maybe Christmas Eve, and there's a lot more water then. But as you can see, even though the weather's not brilliant at the moment, we've not had a lot of rain. So anyway, I'll carry on. Here we are, bridge number 2. A bit older, but it's still in good nick, and it's a handy bit to get across this river. You can do this walk without having to put anything other than boots on, because the river's not so bad. You could have crossed anyway, but it's always handy to know. You can come in boots, you don't have to worry about wellies. So there I look, that's the second bridge, and I'm going to head up the hill now. There you see the path slopes up this hill, steep path. I think a quad bike uses this at times. You can see the rough tracks of the quad bike. So oh, it's steep, but at least it's getting me out of the canopy and getting back into the fresh air. So yeah, we're curled around this corner. You can see the track. Yeah, it's almost certainly used by quad bikes in the shooting season. So a handy way of getting in. Oh, I'm out of breath. We've just come up out of the wood there, back onto the field. I've just got to go up there to onto the main road, so hopefully it's straight sailing back to the main road. As usual, I'll turn the camera around and show exactly where I've been. But it's a steep little pull there out of the bottom of Helbeck Wood. So let's just turn round. There we go, that's where I've been, back down to there. It's where the quad bike comes up. And it comes up to this gate here. So that's the end of the wood walking. So we're going to head across, diagonally across the field there. See where them first trees in the distance. I think I'm heading up towards there. There's a stile in the wall there, and I'll be onto the road when I get over that stile. So, and it's straight, simple walk back down into Brough. So I better get going. And here I am up on the top. I've just come up that field from the last video at that little gate. So behind me is the sign which leads on to the Middleton Teesdale Road. And it's a straight and simple walk down the road into Brough and back home. So I'll just quickly turn the camera to give a panoramic view. That's where I've come from, down across there where the wood is there, and I've come right all the way through that wood. And before that I descended into the bracken. Down, you can just see the bit of the bracken in that clearance just on the wood line there, just below the quarry. I descended into that, and before that I walked from down the bottom in the valley up past the quarry. So there's probably going to be a lot of wind noise on this video, so I'm not going to hang about now. Just in case of getting over this wall here. There's a stile. Getting over this wall and walking back to Brough. I don't know how this is going to sound because the wind's blowing a gale up here, but there's my destination, Brough ahead. Just walk down the valley and then I'll get back to there. So yeah, quickly recap, walked up there through the wood, onto the corner there, down the road here, and you can see Brough. It seems a long way away yet, so there's another 15-20 minutes walking, but